What's going on, guys? Kivox here in Meekachii. We're doing our April TBR.
Which is the O.W.L.s TBR.
O.W.L.s TBR.
Except for you.
Except for me. What?
You didn't want to do it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to do it. At the beginning of the year, I wrapped up 12 books. I spent, like, at least, what was it, like 2 weeks wrapping these? Meticulous wrapping. It was like... It was intense. It was like an episode of Death Note. It was amazing. But you pick one of these at random. I'm going to shuffle them, and you're going to pick one. And then we also do a little TBR jar, which you wrote down some books that you wanted to read this year.
Those are sequels that I wanted to get to.
So we have a stack of those, too. And then we have our...
O.W.L.s.
Those, but then also
book club.
This is gonna be an intense month, dude. What is happening? No, you're gonna do it. I believe in you. Do you want to just like eliminate some of maybe the bigger ones and like?
No, that's not how this works.
That's not how it works.
We're gonna do this. Ready?
All right, I'm gonna shuffle these. Don't look over here.
No. We're going in a different order this time.
We're going a different order. Why?
Because.
But I don't want this giant stack of books over here threatening to kill me.
So I chose healer. Once again, being a nurse, I have to stick with my healer roots and be a healer. So it's kind of boring, I guess, because I'm choosing the same career again. Is it
boring though? Because the prompts are all different.
They are different.
So it's not really, doesn't really matter.
No. So for a healer, my first class I have to take is herbology, and it is Mimbulus Mibbletonia. Read a book that starts with the letter M. So for this book, I don't have a physical copy of it. It is Merciful Crow. I looked it up to buy the physical copy, apparently because the apocalypse is happening right now. Amazon doesn't ship books for like a month. So... Because
books aren't necessity, guys, obviously.
So I can't get it anytime soon, so I have the ebook version. I remember reading the synopsis and not really caring. However, I did just get the second book in the mail, which comes out later this year, The Faithless Hawk, I think it's called. I started reading the first one. I'm enjoying it so far. I know I cheated a little bit. I'm starting a couple days early on my O.W.L.s, but you know what? I don't care. I'm cheating. So the first book...
Tell him why you're mad at me.
A Future Chieftain. I think her name is Fee. I've been calling her Fee, so if I'm saying it wrong... F-I-E?
Yeah, Fie.
If I'm saying it wrong, you can... let me know down below. Fee abides by one rule: look after your own. Her crow caste of undertakers and mercy killers takes more abuse than coin, and when they're called to collect royal dead, she's hoping they'll find the payout of a lifetime. I don't want to read all this. This spoils a lot. Basically, it's about a girl who's part of this caste. They call themselves the Crows, where they're immune to this plague. And there's this plague going on, and essentially whenever someone's afflicted with this plague, you have a very finite amount of time that you can get rid of these bodies before all heck breaks loose.
Genre?
Huh?
Genre?
Of the book? YA.
Well, no.
It's like fantasy.
Okay, that's the genre, right?
Okay.
YA is not a genre.
So, it's YA fantasy. And you could tell by the way it's written that it's YA
Is she
fantasy.
17?
I don't know.
This 17-year-old.
I think she's 16.
So maybe she'll turn 17 in the book.
Anyway, so she's part of this crew, and essentially whenever someone in their town has been afflicted by this plague, they light these fires, and then these crows come and take care of them because they're the only ones that are immune to this plague.
Oh, the crow is in their group.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant like crows just come in and like eat the bodies or something.
The premise is really interesting. The writing is pretty good so far, so I'm enjoying it. So that's my first pick of the month that I'm going to finish reading. The second book, what?
I have a question. What if one of these books falls under one of those categories?
I made it to where I have 2 sections that I still need to fill.
But what if another one falls? Like, what if there's an M book in here?
That's fine. I mean,
I don't think... that one could fall under something else.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but for the O.W.L.s, I think if you're assigned 8 classes, you have to read 8 books. I don't think you can combine them like that.
But what if you can swap them?
I could if I wanted to, but...
No, I'm just saying, wouldn't that have been smarter?
I left certain ones... Just
first?
Stop. I have an order to this.
It doesn't mean that it's correct, though.
Charms. So Charms is Lumos Maxima. Read a book with a white cover. This, once again, I do not own this book. I don't think it's out yet.
Well, what if there's one here that's white?
I have a spot for it. My God. This book doesn't come out until July, so I have an e-arc copy of it that I got from NetGalley. It's called Driftwood by Marie Brennan. It says, who is last? And last is like a person, I think.
Ooh, I like that.
Fame is rare in Driftwood. It's hard to get famous if you don't stick around long enough for people to know you. But many know the guide Last, a one-blooded survivor who's seen his world end many lifetimes ago. For Driftwood is a strange place of slow apocalypses where continents eventually crumble into mere neighborhoods pulled inexorably toward the center in the crush. Cultures clash, countries fall, and everything eventually disintegrates. Within the shreds, a rumor goes around that Last has died. Drifters come together to commemorate him. But who really was Last? Lying liar, a heroic savior, a mercenary, a charlatan, a legend, a man, an immortal, blah blah blah. It just sounds kind of cool. And it's got a white cover, which I can't really show you. Let me see if
it doesn't open. There it is. Go back.
That was the cover?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It was. That's the cover, dude. I'm telling you, that's the cover, dude. Dude, that's the cover. What are you going?
I got this. There we go.
See, it's like the same thing.
It's a white.
Wow, you really zoomed in. You're like, I'm going to show them just the white part. Just that one.
It's a white cover.
Yeah, it's pretty white. It has a little bit of color around the edges, but it's pretty white, right?
Yeah.
I consider it white.
So that's my second book. Then I'm reading for Defense Against the Dark Arts, Grindylows, a book set at the sea or the coast. And I've been wanting to read this book forever. So I chose Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. I just love that cover. I think it's pretty dope.
Is that the one with the moth on the back? No.
It has a moth on it.
It does, but that's not the one I was thinking of.
No?
No. They're the one that has like a key, a moth, and something else.
So this says, beware of the woods and the dark, dank, deep.
Dank.
Dank.
Sorry.
Who are the Sawkill Girls? Alright, it's about 3 girls. I don't want to talk about them. Their stories come together on the island of Sawkill, my bad. Where gleaming horses graze in rolling pastures and cold waves crash against black cliffs. Where kids whisper the legend of an insidious monster at parties and around campfires. Where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. Shockingly nail-biting and gorgeously written, blah blah blah. I've just heard some pretty good stuff about this and how people say it's much better than they thought it was going to be going into it. And I've wanted to read it for a while, so that's that.
I'm going to see if there's any books that I want to read.
Do I have to stop? Well, maybe you'll want to read one of mine.
Maybe.
Then, potions. I have to read Shrinking Solution, a book under 150 pages.
That one looks small.
This one is Kitsune Tsuki.
Kitsune, that means fox.
So, I think so.
Okay. I was like, I thought I was right, so I was
Fox Moon.
I was like, am I right, Meek?
So this is essentially a story about, I think, 9-tailed foxes. Kitsune.
That's 3 tails. That one only has 3 tails. I think it
I
grows,
don't want to know anything about these.
It grows into more tails.
I don't know if this is short stories or what. It's really short and the words are huge.
Wow, I could read that.
So it's going to take no time to read.
It's my level of reading.
Yeah, I don't really want to know much about it. It's about a fox spirit. And
Kurama.
Shadow warrior Shishio Hitoshi. Then I have Transfiguration. Animagus Lecture. Animagus?
Animagus?
Is it? Which one is it?
Animagagus.
Book or series that includes shape-shifting.
Gotti.
So this book has been recommended to me 1,000 times, and people on my Discord love this book.
What is it?
A Curse So Dark and Lonely.
$16.14 on sale.
Yeah, I got it for like $5 on Book Outlet. But this book has been recommended to me so many times. People keep saying it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it's not. People say it's very like, it's just not about that at all. And they say to just read it, like don't go too much into it. Just pick it up and go. And I've literally never heard a bad thing about this book. and people just go nuts for it. So I'm finally gonna read it. In fact, I chose a different book for this prompt, and then my Discord was like, "Hey, this book that we want you to read, it totally fits that prompt." So I was like,
"What is the prompt?"
Okay.
I don't remember.
Shapeshifter.
That includes a shapeshifter?
Yeah.
How do you know it includes a shapeshifter if you never read it?
They told me. If it doesn't, then it's not my fault.
Does aging count as shapeshifting or gaining weight? Because if that's the case...
You win. Then I had to choose...
Shots fired, Meek. Jeez.
Then I had to choose 3 other subjects of my choice. What did I choose?
I don't know. This is your thing. But what if there's another book that falls under the same category as this one?
Oh my god, I'm going to choke you.
From the other thing. Then what are you going to do?
Then I chose Astronomy, which is night classes. Read the majority of this book when it's dark outside. So that's going to be not my TBR one. That's going to be the wrapped one.
Oh, because it falls under any... you read any book. Okay, go.
So...
Oh,
no, I lied. Wait. I lied.
I got excited. I thought I got to do this now.
No, you get to do this. It is my TBR jar. There's a reason behind it. So this is going to be the one that I read the majority of at night when it's dark. Maybe you'll get to read whatever this is. Maybe it'll be the book you're already reading.
Oh my god. I feel it. I can... It's this one. It's this one. Dude, if it is... If there's like a 1 in 8 chance that it'll be correct... Oh, there's a little piece of paper inside the piece of paper. I didn't realize that.
What?
I forgot.
It happens every month.
Oh my god, it is! Bloody Rose.
You have to show my terrible handwriting.
I had to because I need to prove to them that I was not lying. And there are no cuts. I'm going to leave all that in to make sure they know what happened.
Don't put it back.
I'm not putting it back. Amazing.
That's hilarious.
I started reading Bloody Rose last month
by Nicholas Eames, and he knows that like Kings of the Wild was one of my favorite books ever. I freaking love that book, and I've been wanting to read this forever, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet.
Here's the weird thing is that like so far I'm like a quarter of the way in, and it has no connection to the first one. Besides, it's very much like you could read this book by itself. It's not like it's a direct sequel timeline wise, but it's not a direct sequel like with all the same characters and everybody moving over to the second book. So it's weird in that way because I feel like there's no connection to the first one, so I'm not as invested. So it's like I started a whole new book with this so far. I'm like okay with it. It's all right. It's not like
you kind of felt like that about Kings of the Wild.
Yeah, I agree. Too. But I got what you liked about Kings of the Wild. This does not have the same thing that one.
I'm just kind of nervous because one of the things I loved about Kings of the Wild just were the characters. Maybe I'll love these characters too, but for different reasons. But they were like old grumpy men, and that is like my favorite type of character is like old grumpy dudes for some reason.
That's why you love me.
Yeah, you're already reading this,
dude. This is on my TBR. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
TBR. I can't believe I can't believe
that
happened. It's like it was a 1 out of how many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 out of 8.
Okay. So then I chose divination. Third eye. Assign numbers to your TBR and use a random number generator to pick your read. So I heard that this could be
Wait. I have a die. I have my die up here.
We could do that. Time out, though.
It's a 1 out of what?
So, this is what I literally was going to just explain.
Okay, explain it to me.
I didn't watch...
I want you to explain. I want to understand.
I didn't watch the original video describing the owls, like, with fine detail. But my book group on Discord told me that it could be a smaller stack of books that you choose a number generator for, so that's the wrapped books. So the number generator is going to choose which one of the wrapped books that I read.
But it's a 9. There's 9.
So
I can give you a D10. You want a D10?
Do you have that up here?
Do I have that up here? We have 9 books, and apparently there are still 8 things in here because we recounted them, and apparently
I'm like, wait, there's supposed to be 9. Okay.
Math is hard sometimes, but hold on. We got to decide which one is going to count as 2.
What?
Because we have 9 and we have a D10.
Oh.
So either, or we could just re-roll if it's that same one. Okay.
I would say if we roll a
10.
or we need to re-roll.
So hold on. I'll record this.
Why?
So that we can.
You're gonna show this whole.
No, we're gonna record this right here. An 8. Wait, are we starting from the top to the bottom?
Bottom to top.
Which one?
I don't know. I guess top to bottom if you're counting.
Okay. Can you do it? It'll be the second to last, right?
Yeah. It's like a small book.
Ah!
This feels like a mass market paperback.
Let me see which one it is.
Did you break my book?
Imagine that I did that and it just like broke in half, like it like fell off. Bro.
I would
like,
legit be scared of you.
I know, me too. Hey, you headbutt something and you just like rip pages apart. Jeez, me, come on, dude. Like let's. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Why am I not looking at it?
That looks long.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I think that's the same reaction you have.
This is the same author that wrote One Word Kill.
Oh, I did that on purpose.
So Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence.
That
could go for the white cover one too.
Oh, I could it now.
But I still need one for the random number generator, so
could it now.
There you go. This says, when he was 9, he watched as his mother and brother were killed before him. By the time he was 13, he was the leader of a band of bloodthirsty thugs. By 15, he intends to be king. It is time for Prince Honorous Jorg Ancrath to return to the castle he turned his back on, to take what's rightfully his. Since the day he hung pinned on the thorns of a briar patch and watched Court Renar's men slaughter his mother and younger brother, Jorg has been driven to vent his rage. Life and death are no more than a game to him, and he has nothing left to lose. What do you think?
He's 13?
Yeah.
That's terrible. It's going to be really hard for me to read. I would have a hard time reading a book that is long.
Where a main character is 13
13
years old and wants to be king of something.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe, hopefully, this
Monkey
author
D.
does
Luffy is the only one allowed to do that, okay?
But I feel like maybe, hopefully, he, makes his character get, thrown on his butt.
Look at Naruto. Until he became, a little bit older, he was
300 pages.
So annoying. Wasn't he? Believe it!
Yeah, but the point is he didn't become Hokage at, 13 years old.
Yeah, that's
maybe
by 15. By 15.
Yeah, but maybe
15 is too young to become Hokage.
This character doesn't get that. So it'll be fine. Just stop. You should read it with me.
I'm not gonna read it. Unless you start reading it and you're like, oh my god, Becky.
Then I chose Arithmancy, Magical Qualities of Number 2, Balance/Opposites. Read something outside of your favorite genre. So I chose that class because for the book club this month, people chose The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is definitely outside of my normal genre of reading because it's contemporary, I believe, but I don't know. I read the synopsis to this book 3 times. It doesn't sound like my normal go-to thing, but everyone says it's so good.
I also have to read it, so hopefully it's really good because...
At least you're going into it with low expectations.
That's what I'm saying. So hopefully, because of that, it's good.
Yeah. It says...
Here we go again.
Under the influence of their charismatic classics professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at an elite New England college discover a way of thinking and living that is a world away from the humdrum existence of their contemporaries. That was one sentence. But when they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, they slip gradually from obsession to corruption and betrayal, and at last inexorably into evil. So I hear this book is full of, not good characters.
A-holes.
Which... I don't normally like.
No, you do. You love a-holes.
What? Grumpy old men are not
people being a-holes, you love it.
Teenage kids that are jerks.
Oh, yeah, no, I hate teenagers.
Right?
Just in general, I just hate children.
I don't know if they're college,
children
if they're
are the
still
worst.
teenagers, though, because, you could still be 20s and in college.
And a kid.
Yeah.
I just hate children.
I don't know. We'll see how we like this.
Sorry.
But we have to read it for the book club, so... There's that. Or we could DNF it and trash it if it's really that bad. But something about it tells me it's not going to be that bad if that many people love it.
We've gone over this, Meek, before.
Yeah, what did I read that I hated that everyone loved?
A bunch of stuff. But then there's also Nevernight.
Yeah, how I don't like the third one and everyone loves it.
Yeah. It happens. It just because people like it doesn't mean it's good. It just means people are dumb. Got him. That was mean. I know. Shut up. I love you. Wrap it up.
So what are you reading?
I'm just reading Bloody Rose
and Secret History.
And this crappy book that I hope is good. I hope I eat my words. Is that what people say?
Yeah.
I hope I eat my words at the end of the month or next month. When is the book club?
Oh yeah, April 26th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be part of the crew that votes for these books, go to my Instagram, Meekachii, and once a month I put up a thing in my stories and you can vote for the book club book. And this is what people voted for. However, it was very close, so I may make those other options part of next month. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And let me know down below if you read any of these, if you want to read any of these, if any of these are part of your O.W.L.s, what books you have in your O.W.L.s, anything like that. Talk to me.
Also, if you are still with us this far, I would like you to include the word in a comment. Leave a comment down below to let us know that you're still here, including the word
chocolate.
Chocolate.
What were you going to say?
Mask.
Mask?
Yeah, I was going with a whole theme of these last ones.
Then you could do mask.
No, it's okay. Chocolate's good. Chocolate's good. Chocolate mask. If you say chocolate mask in some way and it makes sense, that's even better.
That's it.
Leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, and say bye, Meek.
Bye, Meek.
Bye, bye, bye.